Hi YouTube, I have a new knife to review today, and as you can see in the description, this is a Reate knives. They come in this nice Reate knives labeled pouch. Nice and feels like quality. If you store your knives in these type of pouches, it'd be something nice. I usually store mine in my Pelican case, but always nice to get a cool pouch with it. Here's the knife, but before I show that, show you what it comes with. Comes with a Reate Knives microfiber cleaning cloth. That's pretty cool. The inside of this pouch is pretty soft. I've gotten a couple pouches that were kind of not very smooth or anything on the inside. Don't think it'd be very good against the knife, but also comes with a couple extra screws and like steel, the bearing races for going up against the titanium so that the bearings don't wear on titanium, since steel is stronger and better for them to run against. So here is the knife, and don't feel bad if you've never seen one of these, because apparently they're not very popular. So I think these came out, as far as I can tell, about 9 months ago is when Blade HQ did their video kind of introducing them to their site, and that pretty much says that's when they came out. So they've been out for a little while, 9 months. They went on sale and everything. They were part of the Black Friday sale. That's when I got this, and it's got a kind of funky design. I think that might have been what turned people off, because a lot of Reate knives sell out on Blade HQ after a little while. Other websites also sell out after a little while, but this one went for a good 9 months, and I think it still is on there for sale. So if you want to pick these up as of the time of watching this video, you can go buy one. They're about 180 bucks. They were more than that when they first came out, I'm sure, and they went down in price. So before we talk too much more about it, I want to go on to the specs. So overall length is 8.25 inches with a blade length of 3.5 inches and a handle length of 4.75 inches. It's got a handle thickness of 0.52 inches and a blade thickness of 0.16, or I think it's really 0.157. So pretty much 0.16. Nice and thick blade. It weighs 6.38 ounces, so a little heavy. Thick titanium handle with no milling or anything out on the inside. Steel hardware, all satin finished. So the handle is titanium, and it's got this satin finish on it and a black wash underneath. Same with the blade. It's got a satin finish on the flats with black wash everywhere else in that fuller and the swedge and the grinds. So one thing about this knife, I don't think I really like the satin on the handle. I really like it on the blade. I think that looks really nice against that black wash. On the blade, I think it looks good, especially like against the knife right there. You can kind of see the pattern of those lines going, matching with the fuller and everything. But I don't know, I'm not too much of a fan of satin on handles, because it's where your fingers go and everything. Like you can see, that's already dirty from fingerprints. I cleaned it right before this video, so it gets dirty pretty quickly. Also, it scratches pretty easy, and your handles, where if you're throwing your knife around or something, or just throwing it in your pocket, it can easily get scratched up. I think it kind of came with a little nick right there, you can see in the light, but it doesn't matter too much to me. Seems like a pretty strong knife, so throwing it around and whatever doesn't bother too much. Especially with that black wash, you can't see much if you scratch up the blade. It is very smooth. Nice strong detent. So you can see it's kind of like a Tonto. I think it says drop point on Blade HQ, so like a drop point modified Tonto. The blade grind right there, the primary grind, I guess, is a hollow grind, and this little secondary one is a flat grind on the tip. Leaves the tip thicker. You can see right there, it's pretty thick. Nice strong looking tip. This one closes with like a, oh, what is that called? Kind of blanking right now. They're not thumb studs, but blade stop, I guess. Yeah, there you go. So kind of blade stop in the blade. Can't use them as thumb studs. They're all rounded and smooth, probably to get you not to use it for that, but they work really well. The blade is really, really tight and strong. Like some other blades, I say they're really tight and strong and everything, and you can still feel like a slight wobble in it, but this one is completely solid. Even close, like right now, I can't feel it move at all. There you can see the centering, pretty much perfect. Overall, just a really cool knife. There you can see the logo, and it has the blade steel S35VN, like most Reate knives. Cool pattern on the handle, or pivot, sorry. Kind of looks like, almost like the sight of a gun, kind of like a scope, but a little different pattern. Those are all stainless steel, satin polish, just like the handle and the blade. The shape of the flipper tab right there is really nice, really grippy. You need that because of the strong detent. Fires out nice on ceramic ball bearings, multi-road ceramic ball bearings. It's got a nice cutout right here, so when you flip it, it just feels better. And some jimping on the back. Doesn't do too much because of this titanium on the sides, but you can feel it. Grips your fingers a little bit. Doesn't need it too much because it's already kind of, you can get a hold already behind this flipper tab and everything, but it does help if you need it. Pocket clip right there is all black washed. One screw holding it in there. I don't know. Look on the inside. Yep, just one screw holding that in there. Hasn't moved or wobbled or anything on me. It's all black washed and 3D milled, or 3D sculpted. You can see it's milled out right there. Retention is really nice, slides right into the pocket and right out. As you can see, tip up, right hand carry only. It's got a steel lock bar insert. And I think it has ceramic ball bearings. It might have a ceramic detent, but I did not see that anywhere directly saying that it had a ceramic detent. So overall, I think it's a really cool knife. I don't know why it didn't sell out on Blade HQ. I think it is a Blade HQ exclusive, so you can only get it on Blade HQ. But unless it's just because people didn't like the design, or maybe Blade HQ just got a really, really large shipment of them and they didn't sell it because of that. I don't know. I think it might be because of the funky shape, but the feel in the hand is great with that cutout right there and the jimping. It flips well. It's obviously well made because it's a Reate knife. And if you've held a Reate knife, even from their first like 3 knives they made a couple years ago, I think back maybe 2012, they are really, really high quality built. You can tell because of the different US knife makers that are putting their names on Reate made knives, and they definitely respect the quality enough to put their name on the design. So I wanted to compare this with another Reate knife, and this is my other Reate knife, the Reate Hills, and they look really different. They're both S35VN blades, titanium handled. This one's on bearings, but I don't think it's ceramic ball bearings. But hear that, and you can definitely hear a difference, and I can feel a difference. The detent on this one is way different. So this one was made about 9 months ago, I believe. That's when Blade HQ uploaded their video, and I think these came out over 2 years ago. So pretty big difference in the time they were made, and you can definitely feel it just in the quality, how smooth it is. The hills were already really quality built. You can see they have a different opening and closing, like stopping mechanism. This one ran on like a blade stop inside there in that little track, which is really cool. I do like that design. A lot of really cool knife makers like Rexford, he's used that before on his knives, I believe, and he obviously makes great knives. So they're pretty much the same in their quality. This one just a little more, just you can tell the solidness. This one is a little off center. After a while it became off center, and this one's still, I carried it for the past week straight in my pocket without switching it out for another knife, just because I love it so much, and it has done great. Haven't lubed it up, haven't tightened anything down, everything just perfect on it. So you can see this one came with a titanium, or I think titanium, stamped clip, so they've definitely upped that a little more. These are both around $180, so they're pretty much same price, and they definitely upped their quality of their materials with the ceramic ball bearings and milled clip. There's more milling on this. There's these little grooves on this, I guess, but this one has nice grippy jimping down here. All this different milling in the blades, or milling in the handle. The milling out here they added, which is definitely nice on that flipper. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. The Reate Event Horizon. Not too much about this, I don't think, online. I looked on Instagram, and it took a while till I found somebody that actually posted a picture of it. If you type in Reate Event Horizon, nothing shows up. So took a while going through just Reate knives, the hashtag Reate knives, and then I found one. And I don't know, not too many people bought these, so now that you see how well they're made and how high quality they are, go pick one up for yourself. They should still be online. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos, and like and subscribe.